there, guys? Edwin's back at it again for another video. What we're going to be doing, of course, is talk about the latest episode of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, known as Star Crush. But before we even get into that, okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, and that being, of course, you know, they put this episode on, but they didn't put the one before it, which was known as Face the Music, and that's kind of a big problem because that episode had a lot of juicy stuff that went down that goes towards, of course, you know, the episode known as Star Crush. Now, what I should have done, what we all should do, obviously, is wait for that episode to come on and then watch Star Crush. Yes, that's what we should do. But no, I'm not going to do that because no, boy, I don't have that type of patience. When you have an episode called Star Crush online, you go ahead and watch it. But basically, from what we've heard, we can obviously make a little summary of what went down in called Face the Music. So obviously in Face the Music, what went down was that Marco, I guess from the song, found out that Star does have a crush on him, and that Queen Moon, Star's mom, did in fact meet Ludo's family and all that stuff. So that's basically the two big things that happened in that episode, which we didn't see yet, unless you're watching this video super late and they finally aired the episode. Then forget this whole first part. But everyone that already saw it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, man, how can Disney mess that up? Oh gosh, what's going on? But nonetheless, okay, now we can finally get and talk about what happened in this episode. So, alright, this episode begins with Marco. He's at the party. He's kind of just like, and he's like, does nobody see anything wrong over here? We see Star and Marco. They're clearly avoiding each other because something went down in that episode that they didn't air. But nonetheless, Star is like, okay, you know what? Let's get a little awkward. Let's try to be cool about this. She tries to go ahead and talk to Marco and Jackie, but things ultimately don't really work out. She basically just goes to her room and she sends a text message to all her girlfriends, emergency meeting, come and meet me, all that great stuff. And we see that, you know, we see people like Kelly, we see, of course, Ponyhead, and some other characters in there as well. They're already talking to Star. Meanwhile, we have Queen Moon, Hekapoo, the Chancellor, and everybody else. They're raiding Ludo's castle to find, you know, go ahead and look for Glossaric and all that great stuff. Then we go back to Star. She's in her room and the girls are talking and everything. It's like, oh, Marco thinks I have a crush on him, and everyone's like, yeah, but I thought you did. Star's like, no, are you kidding me? Heck no. I'm totally over that. I never had a crush on him. I just like him as just friends or whatever. So they decide to like take Star out, maybe go to like a little bonfire party to kind of get her mind off this thing. Then we go back to, you know, Queen Moon. They found Ludo. They have him kind of like frozen over there. They're questioning him. Where's Glossaric? What happened? Ludo's just like, listen, I don't know what the heck happened. I opened the book, I saw that page, and then my mind went blank. I don't even know where Glossaric is. He's kind of his own dude. I think we can all agree on that. So everyone's just like, you know, you do have a point. So, you know, the mystery is where's Glossaric, and of course they're searching the castle looking for him. Then we go back to the party where we see all these kids throwing away like their homework in the fire. I got that F and all that great stuff. And we see a return of an old character who we haven't seen in a while. That, of course, being Oskar. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I honestly completely forgot about this dude, but there's a big change with him, and that is, of course, the fact that he got a haircut. You can see them pearly eyes and everything. And let's recall, Star always kind of had like a crush, a big thing for this guy, which is why I always kind of had like my issues with the whole Starco thing. Was like, oh, but Star never, like, you know, Star never really showed a romantic side towards Marco, but she always showed one towards this dude. And then Jackie came along, and now she got feelings for Marco and all that stuff. But you know, that could be for a separate video for a separate time. But nonetheless, this guy's over here. He's chatted up with Star. You know, we find out that the reason why he hasn't been in school is because he dropped out to pursue his career in music and all that stuff. And you know, Star's like, she's just kind of having a good time, but you can definitely tell that she has some internal conflict going on inside of her, especially with Marco and everything. Like, hey, she even grabs this dude's hand, and this guy, oh my god, Mr. Cool or whatever, getting all blushing and all that kind of stuff. So it was a sweet moment, but at the same time, we can definitely tell that Star is definitely thinking about Marco at the end of the day. And then we go back to Marco at his house. He's still trying to, like, you know, he's still kind of like, he's all awkward about Star and everything. And then Jackie over there trying to do her best, trying to like get Marco's mind off of things. Marco goes to the kitchen, getting those little wiener dogs or whatever, and she has a little conversation with his dad, and the dad's just like, hey, where's your partner in crime? He's like, oh yeah, I guess me and Jackie are pretty good. No, I ain't talking about her. Where's Star? Where's our girl Star? And it's it's just an awkward little conversation that the dad kind of has. And like, what's the problem? What could possibly be wrong? You're a teenage boy and a teenage girl living in the same house and the same roof together. Oh yeah, that is kind of awkward. But it was just a little small conversation that we had over there. And then we go back to Ludo and Queen Moon. They're talking. Queen Moon's like, I met your family and everything. Your brother is worried about you and all this stuff, and which is interesting because you see that's the problem with them not putting that other episode. I want to see Ludo's family. I want to know what they look like and all this stuff. And then Ludo's kind of like giving a little speech or whatever. It's like, listen, I lost my castle, I lost my monsters, I lost my pants and everything, but I'm still standing. So actually, if we really take a look at it, Ludo is actually kind of a tough character when we think about it. He's been surviving this whole time with the eagle and the spider thing. Ultimately, they find Glossoric's book, but it turns out to be a fake book, and everyone goes back into the room with Ludo and Queen Moon, and we see that boom, Ludo is in his whole Toffee mode right over here, and basically the whole brawl ends up going about. We got Hekapoo fighting, everyone's trying to take him on, but boom, they all end up getting bodied, they get destroyed. It seems as though, like, I don't know what happens, like, Toffee does this thing where like their eyes are all black, so either like they like are super unconscious or like they're about to die, but we have the Chancellor there healing them all and stuff like that. The Chancellor even ends up healing them so much that he ends up turning to dust itself. So boom, the Chancellor's gone, well, for right now anyway. But then we see Queen Moon. Oh my god, she strikes back, and she strikes back hard. She's got the full-fledged wings out there. She's got the blue skin, shooting laser beams left and right. Everything's action-packed. It looks good, but ultimately my boy Toffee ends up taking the lead. He basically ends up kicking their butts. Moon grabs Hekapoo's scissors, creates a portal, they try to get out of there, and Ludo says, like, his final words like, hey, Moon, tell Star I'm coming back for my finger. So, okay, that part, I need your help, Internet. I'm a little confused with that. What happened to his finger again? Did it get blown up? Was it always like that? Or is his finger the Star staff, the little handle piece? Is that what that is? I honestly don't remember. I might have missed something. So, Internet, help me out with that. I'm kind of confused. Then ultimately we end up going back to Marco's house. Star's like, you know what? I need to talk with Marco. Let's be for real for once right over here. They talk. Star's basically like, I just want things to go back the way it is. And Marco's like, are you sure? Like the song, are you sure you don't have a crush on me? Because I don't blame you if you do. But no, Star's just like, no, listen, I just want to be friends and this and that. So ultimately it kind of ends well. They're just gonna kind of forget that day ever happened, the song ever existed, and they just want to become friends. So then Star goes up to her room, and then we see boom, her mom over there. The mom's like, okay, listen, Star, we gotta get out of here. We need to leave right now. And Star, they're having a little mother-daughter discussion, blah, blah, blah. First you told me to leave, now you're telling me to go. I have to go enjoy summer where I have school and everything. But Moon tells Star's like, listen, Toffee's back. We ain't got time for that. You gotta go right now. So Star's like, okay, this is clearly a big situation. So let me go downstairs and talk to Marco real quick. And she shouts out loud everywhere like, Marco! And everyone is staring at her, and oh my god. Oh god, this is where the feels come in. Oh no. Stars tells Marco, basically like, listen, I don't have a lot of time, I have to leave, but I just want you to know that I did in fact have a crush on you. And you see everyone's reaction, oh god, oh my god, I called it, all that stuff. And Marco's just kind of like, oh crap. And because Jackie's staring and everybody is too. So Marco's pretty frozen up right there. He's kind of hesitant, doesn't really know what to say. I mean, it's kind of an awkward moment. But then we see, oh my god, the feels come on. Star's just like, listen, I had to let you know this before I left. I wanted to let you know how I feel. And Marco, again, he's still pretty hesitant. But then ultimately we see Star crying. We see those tears come out. She makes her way upstairs. We see all her things just disappear, and it's left in Marco's room. Like, Marco's room is basically just the way it was before Star ever entered. I mean, granted, there's still that giant hole over there, but Marco's by himself. Star's gone. That's the end of the series. That's the end of the season finale, whatever. So, wow, oh my god, this was pretty depressing. This was sad. Things are not looking too good, my boy. So, ultimately, what can I say? One thing that I forgot to mention earlier was, when Toffee was fighting with Queen Moon, we saw that he embedded in his arm that broken piece of Star's wand. So it makes me wonder if he's going to try to go after, Star's wand and put the other piece inside of him as a whole. He's going to get infinite power or something like that. I'm really curious as to see what happens. But ultimately, I think what's going to go down is, that that Queen Moonstar, everybody's gonna get ready for war against the, Toffee, and Marco's definitely gonna try to find some way to get to Muni to talk to Star and help her out and all that great stuff. So, but now that Marco knows how exactly Star feels about him, oh my goodness, this is definitely gonna conflict with Team Jarko over here. Like I said before in all my videos, I like Starco and I like Jarko, but I'm more on the Jarko side than that. And I can already see this happen. Like Jackie be like, listen, Marco, ultimately you need to make a decision, and then I guarantee Marco's gonna end up with Star just because of how Disney is, the Disney magic and all that stuff. Yeah. But so what can I say, Jarko? It's been fun. I've had some good times with you, but I don't know, man. The way things are looking. Oy, but, or maybe not. I mean, it could be one hell of a twist if Marco doesn't go for Star, because we can clearly see, like, he does have some conflicting feelings with him as well. He's always had a thing for Jackie. Like I said, he's always shown a romantic side towards her. Star, yes, they're best friends and everything like that, and he would risk his life to save her, but more so as a friend than anything else, from we clearly see from all the episodes. So guys, that's basically it. That's the season finale of Star vs. the Force of Evil Season 2. I can't believe we're gonna have to wait till Season 3 to find out what happens next. Oh my god. Whew, this was a crazy event, man. The feels, so many things going on. So guys, what I want to know in the comment section below is, one, what did you think of the episode? Do you think Marco's going to be on, the Starco side or the Jarko side? Leave all your comments in the comment section below. Well, tell me what you think is going to go down, and if you like the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, as that really helps me out. And until next time, my Star vs. the Forces of Evil fans, I will catch you later for Season 3. If there's anything interesting that pops up, I'll go ahead and make a video on it. So guys, I'm gonna say bye, pal. I'll see you real soon.